My name is Frédéric Gonthier. I am a political sociologist. I work at the School of Political Studies in the University of Grenoble, which is one of the top French student cities located near the Alps. I'm part of the Methodology Group of the European Value Study. I've been analyzing EVS data for more than 10 years now, mainly investigating welfare attitudes and their political underpinnings. Like most social scientists, I am concerned with the rise of populist parties in Europe and its consequences on democracy. And this is the critical topic about which I would like to provide you with some insights. Scholars usually assume that populist parties flourish on the gap between people's democratic aspirations and what democratic governments actually achieve. As it turns out, populist parties specifically appeal to voters who are disgruntled with how democratic institutions function. I used the latest EVS round to address whether Europeans who are attached to democracy but disenchanted with the way democracy works in their country are attracted to populist parties. My analysis was conducted in 3 steps. The first step was to define and operationalize dissatisfied democrats as respondents who say that it is important for them to live in a democratic country, but that their country is not governed democratically. By contrast, satisfied democrats say that it is important for them to live in a democratic country and that their country is governed democratically. Non-democrats simply say that it's not important for them to live in a democratic country. On average, in European Union countries, dissatisfied democrats account for around 30% of the population, with minimum values of 4 to 8% in Nordic countries and maximum values of 50 to 70% in Eastern countries. The next step of my analysis was to document whether respondents report that they feel close to a populist party. For this purpose, I drew on an authoritative expert classification of political party families called the Populist. The final step of my analysis was to run multi-level models regressing on support for political parties with satisfaction with democracy, also controlling for a bunch of individuals and countries' characteristics. My results demonstrate that dissatisfaction with democracy does not significantly predict the probability of supporting a populist party, especially once economic and cultural attitudes are controlled for. This means that views on economic and cultural conflicts matter more for populist party supporters than views on democracy. The second key finding is that dissatisfied democrats are more likely to feel close to no party when other attitudinal variables are controlled for. This result is fully in line with studies stressing that political dissatisfaction leads to political apathy and electoral abstention. This is the main takeaway I will leave you with. As illustrated in the figure, dissatisfied democrats are more inclined to abstain from supporting any party than to support a populist party. Bad news for democracy, good news in that populist parties do not automatically attract dissatisfied democrats.
The European Value Study is a large-scale, cross-national and longitudinal survey research program on basic human values. With its 5 waves since 1981 to 2020, the EVS data provides insight into the ideas, beliefs, preferences, attitudes, values, and opinions of people all over Europe.